we got little. We're lucky in the form that we got little, breaks and stuff that you can sort of play, and it's just years of playing that you've built up things, between you and an audience. You get, and I suppose, and from the early days, picking up things. You would watch when I would watch somebody like Chuck Berry or something. He would always, especially if he was singing, he always had little raps that he had going with an audience. He'd go, "Hello," and the audience go, "Hello," and you go, "Hello," and they go, "Hello," and he had all of that. He'd just go like this, and the audience would respond. So I would try and I thought, well, Chuck can do it, maybe I can do it with the guitar. So I go, and if the audience went, "Hey," you go, and you sort of build it up, so you get like. Well, Malcolm and myself, it was, we would, I got it mainly from watching him, and he was always sort of. And if you hear a track like one of the new ones, Stiff Upper Lip, you got to. As a kid, I would sit and I thought it was so clever. You see, I thought, well, I could sit and knock these little things together, and you were thinking it was, it was a good exercise for you, and you could sort of practice away with them. And then even in the track Thunderstruck, it was the same thing. It'd come up like a, it started like a one-handed, So it started that way, and then you'd end up, We used to have a funny thing. It used to seem after 6 o'clock at night when the sun went down, or whatever time the sun would go down, there's when suddenly there's, it's a bit vampire-y in a way. The sound would start to fall, start to fall into place. What sounded like, a shambles in the morning sounded like something very together at night.